maintenance to the suspension on your 2005 to 2015 six-lug Toyota Tacoma, these Freedom Off-Road fixed front lower control arms and cam bolts will be a great option to consider for your truck. Now, ball joints and bushings don't last forever, and when they do start to go, they can cause some instability in your steering and run down your drivability, especially if you've already modified your suspension. Now, if that sounds like you, where you have added a lift and over time you've noticed the decline in your handling, whether your Tacoma has seen the trail a lot and the suspension has taken some abuse, or over time has just simply worn down from street driving, these are going to be a great solution for that. Now, this set here is going to be great for tightening up your ride for better handling with a direct OE style replacement, which will work well in day-to-day driving applications or even off-road driving applications. Now, these will be close in design to the factory control arms, which will not only mimic the build when it comes to the fitment on your truck, but also when it comes to the ride quality. Now, your front end handling will improve it drastically if your current set is suffering from that excessive wear, allowing you a comfortable ride on the road and the confidence that you need off-road, ensuring that you have a strong unit holding your system together. Now, it's also going to come with the cam bolts included in the kit to allow for proper alignment. Now, thanks to the improvement in the build and the included cam bolts, these will allow for camber and caster adjustment 1.5 degrees, both positive and negative. Now, these arms are going to do all of that with a direct bolting construction, so you're also not going to have to worry about any modifications or drilling or any extra hassle when it comes to this set. Now, these will be made of a high quality steel material that is going to be incredibly durable and able to withstand, again, that day-to-day or even off-road abuse. Now, the arm will be covered in a black powder coat finish, as you can see here. That's going to prevent any rusting over time and just maintain the integrity of the construction. These will also come with ball joints held in by a new and very tight snap ring here. These are going to be pre-installed and have a factory-like construction, which will help with your articulation in a controlled manner and eliminate any clunking or any additional movement that you don't want or you're currently having with your set that you have mounted up. These will also come with new bushings that are going to help, just as the ball joint is maintaining proper controlled movement, and everything is going to be pre-greased, so no need to worry about any additional steps when it comes to mounting these up. Now, these are going to be pretty average when it comes to the price point at about $425 for the set. Now, what I think is great about this option is that you really don't have to question when it comes time to install them, what you're getting out of the package, and the quality of the set in general. You'll be getting everything that you need to create an improvement in your drivability in a trusted set of arms for whatever adventure that you're taking, and will come with the hardware needed, including the cam bolts that not all choices come with, making this a great all-in-one kit. Install will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and take about 3 hours or so to get the job done with the right tools and setup. And I definitely recommend taking your truck in for an alignment when the install is complete if you are doing this yourself, so just keep that in mind. However, at this point, we can head over to our shop. I'm gonna pass it over to one of our installers, and they're gonna show you a detailed breakdown step by step on how these are installed on the Tacoma, whether you are completing this install at home or you're just curious about the install. So that's gonna wrap it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into it.
For this install, you will need various impacts, a ratchet, an adapter if necessary, swivel adapter, 19mm swivel socket, 12, 16, 19, 21, shallow and deep 24mm sockets, 19 and 22mm wrenches, a pair of angle cutters, a pair of pliers, a pry tool, a sawzall, and also not shown here is a jack and jack stands or a pole jack. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some lower control arms on our Tacoma, so let's get started. Alrighty guys, so we've got the truck in the air, we've got the wheels off. The first thing we need to do is remove our lower skid plate because that does cover up the front lower control arm bolts. So this is held in by 4 12mm bolts. We are missing one up here. We should have 4. So we've got our 12mm socket. We'll get these off. Now once you drop these front ones, it does have mounting hooks that are going to hold that in place. Get these rear ones out. You want to support this when you get the last one off. These hooks are going to help you out. We'll get that out of the way. Alright guys, so now that we have our skid plate off, the first thing we're going to do is unbolt our lower strut mounting bolt here. Now we do have a pole jack underneath the hat of our rotor that's going to help support the rest of our suspension once we undo this strut mount. So we've got a 19 mil socket on our impact, a 19 millimeter wrench. You do need to kind of fish this in a little bit. We'll get our 19 mil socket and get this off. You get to a point where your nut and your washer will come off. Reach back through here and grab those so they don't get lost. Now this is going to be under a little bit of tension, so we'll grab a pry bar and get behind the head of the bolt so we can work this out. And you need to adjust your pole jack a little bit and work that bolt out. Now we're going to undo our ball joint mounting bracket from our knuckle, and has two 19 millimeter bolts holding that in. We're going to undo them and run them back in a couple threads just to help support this area. And we're just going to have those in a couple threads. Do the same thing for this other one. Now before we undo our eccentric bolts, we are going to put some marks on it for reference, so when we put the new ones in we can kind of line them up the same. This one has tick marks, but you also have tick marks on the capture brackets for these. Just want to do a couple lines straight across. Now you will need alignment after this, but this is just going to help for reference. We'll do the same thing for the rest of them. Now once again, we'll grab our 19 millimeter wrench and our 19 mil socket. Now we'll loosen up both of these bolts. Now we're not going to pull this one all the way out just yet. We want to get the other side loose, and that'll help support everything so it doesn't fall on us. Get this back one. So now for this rear one, we've got a 19 millimeter swivel socket. Put it on there. 19 mil wrench. Sometimes these do like to be stubborn, so we'll loosen the nut on this, relieve that pressure. So now to get this rear bolt out, you're going to need a pry bar, get behind the eccentric washer. You're just going to have to work it out. They're honestly a pain. If it's being real stubborn, you take a dead blow mallet. And we got that one out. Now we'll remove the eccentric washer off of the front. All right, so a lot of times with the forward mounts on these lower control arms, you have a shank that goes through that allows for your adjustment cams to be in sync. What happens is they get seized up inside of the bushing and you really can't get them out. So the only way is to cut them out. So we're gonna do that now with our saw, and our kit does come with new hardware, so you don't have to worry about getting a new one of these. Get our saw in here. Now you want to cut behind the mount, basically into the bushing. I'm going to get this cut. Now we've got this side cut. A lot of times you'll have to cut the other side as well because it does protrude through this bracket. So again, we'll do the same thing for this front one. So now that we've got the backside cut, luckily we were able to push the washer and the shank part separately out. Sometimes it falls out like that, sometimes you have to cut both sides. So we'll be able to wiggle this around a little. We're gonna remove this 19 millimeter bolt for our bracket on our ball joint. Take that out, and our control arm should fall down like so. We'll fully remove this rear bolt. You can get this out. Now sometimes it is a little tight. Then remove your control arm. So now we have our control arm off. We need to get this bracket off because that's going to be reused for our new control arm. The first thing we need to do is remove this castle nut that's held in with a cotter pin as well. We've got some pliers so we can get our cotter pin straightened out. Now sometimes these do get stuck in here. If that's the case, we're going to trim this end down, and this side's already flush so it's not going to interfere with our socket. Then we can just pop it off. So now to remove our bracket, we've got a ball joint service tool on here. Now if you do not have one of these are readily available for rental at pretty much every automotive parts store. They come in various styles. If you prefer the one we're using, we need a 16mm socket on the anvil. Now you always want to be careful because this is putting this under a lot of pressure, so make sure your face and hands are not directly in the area where this is going to be pushing. Once that pops, we can remove our bracket. Now once you have this side completely disassembled, you can repeat the same process for the other side. Now we can take our new control arm, slide it up into the mounting points. You want to do it as your factory one came off, so the ball joint and the lower strut perch are going to be more towards the front. We're going to take our larger bolt with our plastic sleeve, go through this front mounting point, get that all the way through, and our smaller bolt, go through our rear mount, like so. And we're going to loosely install our adjustment cams and our nuts on the back side. Now these are slotted, so you can only stick them on one way. So make sure your cams are in sync. Get our nuts just loosely in place for now. We'll do the same thing for our rear bolt. Next, we'll get our ball joint mounting bracket in place on our new ball joint, and we'll loosely install our new Castle nut. I'll run that on a little bit. Then we're going to swing this up and mount it to our knuckle. You want to make sure your strut lines up into the perch. Even raise up your knuckle. Get one bolt through. Once you get one started, the second one will be much easier. Now we'll grab our 19mm socket and tighten these down. Now we'll get our lower strut mounting bolt back in place. We'll line this up, send that through. You can reinstall your nut and washer on the back side. Sometimes it's easier to come from this way. Now we can get that tightened back down, so we'll grab our 19mm wrench, push that back behind there, and grab our 19mm socket. Now we're going to grab our 24mm socket and fully tighten down our Castle nut that will seat our ball joint. Now we can install our new cotter pin. Go straight through the hole. You can bend that back over the stud. The main point of a cotter pin is just to stop your nut from backing off, so as long as it covers the threads, there is no right or wrong way for a cotter pin to be bent. Now we can tighten down our cam bolts. Now we've got a 24mm socket and a swivel adapter. You're going to get this pretty snug, and a 24mm socket with a ratchet on our bolt head end. Now for our rear bolt, we've got a 22mm wrench on the bolt head and a 21mm socket and swivel for the nut. Now with the cams, we just kind of kept them nice and centered because you're going to need an alignment after this anyway. So once you've got this side done, you can repeat the same process for the other side. Now once you've got both sides on, we can reinstall our front skid plate. I'm going to hook this back over, put this in position, and we'll get our 12mm bolts back in place. And again, we are missing one. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our Freedom Off-Road fixed front lower control arms for your 05 to 15 6-lug Tacoma. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Tacoma, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.